Don't die yet. That was only a warning shot. Hope you weren't planning to die of natural causes. Go ahead. I like moving targets.
Yeah, boy.
End of the line.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, in another video about Warframe. Of course, this time it's about the Incarnon Strun level cap Void Cascade, melting Thrax Centurions like butter. Let's go for the build. Starting first with the Warframe build, Archon Shard setup. We're gonna be running 2 Emerald Archon Shards to reach 14 stacks of Corrosive, so we don't rely on any helmet ability like Thorough Strike, Terrify, Pillage and so on to armor strip. So the weapon itself can armor strip the Thraxes. And of course, we don't use any Focus School like United to armor strip, so we can use Madurai for the 1000% damage to take down the Thraxes on their second form. Now, the other Archon Shards, you can use whatever you want. The helmet ability, we're going to be using Nourish, but you can use whatever helmet ability you want. But if you're not going to be using Nourish, I would highly recommend you use the Panzer Volpaphyla pet, and we're going to get to that in a second. Now, Revenant Prime build, Shotgun Amp in the aura, Arcane Rage for the additive damage, Arcane Tempo for the fire rate, Vigorous Swap to swap between weapons for more damage, rest of the mods you're familiar with. Now, some Thanos would say, why Rolling Guard? Now, in the Void Cascade, you can find yourself against all like Nullifiers and Harkonar Spears and all that kind of thing. You don't want to deal with that. Rolling Guard will save you in a lot of situations. If you want, just don't use it. Use whatever you want. Now for the Strun. Evolution 1, headshots, fill the Incarnon meter, and then heavy attack like you do in melee weapons using the button in the mouse wheel. Incarnon form activated. Evolution 2, Blazing Barrel. Evolution 3, Rapid Reinforcement. Evolution 4, Commodores Fortune. Now, for the Strun build, we're going to be running Galvanized Hell for multi-shot, and when you perform kills, you're going to get more multi-shot. Primed Point Blank for additive damage. Shell Shock for electricity, but you can switch it to Primed Charged Shell, but put one forma in here. Hunter Munitions for the 30% chance to apply slash on critical, and this weapon is really critical, alright, it's 108. Primed Ravage for critical damage, critical declaration for critical chance, Vigilante Armaments for multi-shot, and Toxic Barrage for toxin. And the primary deadhead on precision headshot kill, 120% damage for 24 seconds, I like the 24 seconds, and 30% headshot multiplier and reduces the weapon recoil. And for our melee weapon, we're going to be using Glaive Prime, we have Nourish on our Revenant, and modding for electricity with melee influence, boom, transfers all the stats to all enemies nearby. Of course, slash and impact and puncture will not be transferred with melee influence. And for the Focus School, we're going to be running Madurai using Void Strike, depletes all your energy, will give you 1000% damage. And of course, we're going to be running it with Eternal Onslaught. When your energy depletes, you get 180% critical chance on your amp. Now, if the Void Strike is on cooldown, Contamination Wave will do the job by making enemies more vulnerable to void damage, running Eternal Eradicate. Now, for the Companions, depends which one you want. Now, we're on Prime if you're not using Revenant, and it's going to negate all the stats here and there. Tenacious Bond, Reinforced Bond, one for critical damage and one for the fire rate. Now, if you want to use Nautilus to pull enemies in your Equalizer with Cordon, there you go, and yet you get the Tenacious Bond for critical damage. If you're not gonna use Nourish, you can use Panzer Rupaphyla to proc viral for you. Alright, now, let's test this against some Thraxes on the Simulacrum. And here we are, against level 225 Thrax Centurions in Simulacrum Steel Path Edition. Now, you're gonna be most of the time hitting headshots like this form without activating the Incarnon form. It reaches the armor strip faster, but the problem is always the reloading and always the ammo. So, I highly recommend you keep always activating the Incarnon form. It's slower on killing enemies, but it's AoE, killing multiple Thraxes at the same time, and clearing nearby enemies faster. like that. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh,
And
shit.
during the
Here
Incarnon
we go
Forum, you're
again.
gonna be collecting ammo. So when you're out of your Incarnon Forum, you can go back and slap those enemies. Now, if you're using Panzer will be proccing viral on all the enemies. So you can switch Nourish to something else to armor strip faster enemies if you're not going to use, for example, the Emerald Archon shards. And by this, we come to an end to our video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big love to you all for your amazing support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn the bell on to get a notification about every video I release, and check the channel. A lot of videos in there may interest you. Join our Discord, the link in the description, and I will see you guys next time.